Hi, this is an interview for Edularity. I remember 17 years ago when I started homeschooling my kids, it was very related to the wackos, the hippies, or to the extremist Christian families. So far it has changed a lot. As you're saying, it's growing into different type of families. So the question is, who is homeschooling right now? And why are they educating their kids?
Who is homeschooling? People, everybody,
Exactly.
from all kinds of demographic backgrounds.
Yes.
So I think you alluded to this in the early days. I call it the early days of the modern homeschool movement. So 80s and 90s in the United States, there was the stereotype that people homeschool were either very left-wing, move to the country, raise goats, and wear Birkenstock sandals. Or they were right-wing, Bible-thumping Christians. And, stereotypes often have a little bit of truth behind them.
Yeah.
So there was some truth to that. But I would have to remind you, Mariana, and everybody, when I was first looking into home education in the 1980s, there were people sending me in the mail manila envelopes.
Yeah.
And on it were stickers with Kids Live Now, Rainbow, all this. The whole gamut, in a sense, was homeschooling in terms of socioeconomic status, in a sense, and political backgrounds and philosophical backgrounds, religious backgrounds. I believe firmly everybody's religious. They all have different presuppositions that run their religion. So they're all there. But what's happened is that with such a tremendous growth in numbers, the variety is more evident. That's one thing that's happened. The other thing that's happened is with an increase in popularity and a decrease in adult peer pressure against homeschooling,
Yes.
it's much more socially acceptable in the United States. So you don't have to be strong in any conviction in the United States anymore to homeschool. In some places, it's kind of popular to homeschool. Like, oh, you homeschool? That's so cool. And the person has almost no idea what it means to homeschool. They just think it's cool. So now I would not say that home education is totally mainstream, but I would say it is an obvious option to mainstream United States people. It's there. Very high income, very low income. Moms and dads with barely high school diplomas. Moms and dads both with PhDs. Black families, brown families, white families, atheists, agnostics, Wiccans, Muslims, Mormons, Jews, Christians, Baha'i, left-wing, right-wing, Democrat, Republican, Constitution Party. You will find basically anything in the homeschool population in the United States today.
And is there a common reason of why they're doing this?
Yes. In a sense, you would have to say, looking at this huge variety of people, they're all looking for what they believe is the best or a better way of education for their children. That's the bottom line. So, for example, in the state of Oregon where I live, for those who don't know, just north of California, we've had for a long time some very disparate groups in terms of organized homeschoolers. So one very strong organized group is the Christian homeschoolers called the OCEAN, Oregon Christian Education Association Network. Another one is OHEN, Oregon Home Education Network. Now, if you were to just randomly grab these people together, many of them would have very little in common, but they all care deeply about their children and giving their children a quality education, academically, socially, in terms of trying to pass on their values to their children. And these two groups can get together on that, and they can get together on the idea that we want the government to leave us alone. We do not want the government to try to control us. So that's one example in the state of Oregon, but I see that all over the United States, and I see that all over the world. They share that they're trying to do the best thing they can for their children.
Are you listening? Damn. Yeah.